Well, it's getting towards the end of the day. Guess I'll go out and check and see if there's any more eggs. We're going out here to the chicken coop. It's snowing out today. Some of the chickens are coming outside. They usually come out here and think you have something to feed them, so they like to come outside. See if you have some food for them. This is some of the chickens right here. We got about 14 of them. There's some different kinds and different colors here. There's that light tan one right there is a Buff Orpington. And that chicken right there, we call that chicken Betty. She's a barred rock chicken. You see there's a few Buff Orpingtons here. There's a black one going inside right now. We'll go in their pen right here. See if we can get some more chickens to come outside. Looks like they don't want to come out in the snow right now. This right here, this is one of their feeders that we have for them. Hangs here, and you can see it's got feed down in there. And then over here on the side of the house, we have this stuff right here. It's white stuff, and this is oyster shells from oysters that come out of the ocean. And they grind them shells up, and we feed them to the chickens. The chickens need them because they have what's calcium in them, and they need them to make their eggs hard. Here's one of the Buff Orpington chickens coming over here. You can see they're pretty friendly. You can pet them. Some of the chickens are friendlier than the others. We'll go around the other side and take a look in the house. This thing right here has a little greenhouse, and it's got plants growing in it. So even though it's cold outside and you see there's snow all over, when the sun shines through this, it makes it warm inside. And the plants think it's summertime. And I'll open that up. You can look in here. You see that I have lettuce growing in here. And I have spinach growing. It's spinach, and it stays warm enough even though there's snow out here that this stuff grows. That chicken right there probably like to come over here and eat my lettuce. So we'll close that back up. It's right here. There's a blanket right there. And we put that blanket over the top of the greenhouse at night. Helps keep the plants warm. This right here. On the back of the coop we have this box right here. And those are called nest boxes. So that's where the chickens go to lay their eggs. So we'll look inside of there. Oh, here's Eddie coming out to see what I'm doing. So we'll open up this box here and we'll look inside, see what's in here. So we have 3 boxes here, and that's where the chickens come to lay their eggs. So we'll look and see if there's any chickens or eggs in here. So I see there's 1 egg in here. We'll get that out of there. And then we got this one here has 3 eggs in it. And you see 1 egg is blue colored. So we have a chicken in there that lays blue colored eggs. They look like an Easter egg. And that chicken's called a Araucana. The chicken's called an Araucana chicken, or sometimes they call them Easter eggers because the eggs are already colored, so you don't have to color them at Easter time. And then we got a couple of brown ones here. We'll get those. There's some chickens watching us. And then this one doesn't have anything in it. So we got some eggs earlier today. So that'll probably be it for today. We'll close that up. We'll come around here. This is the door to the chicken coop. So we can come on in here. We open up this right here. And here's chickens in here. So you can see they're setting up on their roost. That's where they sit at night. They sit up there. And that's where they sleep at. That chicken right there That's the chicken that lays the blue eggs. That one right in the middle there. So the one on the end is a Buff Orpington, and we got quite a few of those. And an Araucana, and a black sex link, and that's just kind of that's called a red chicken. This is our rooster down here. He's the only boy chicken that we have. He's gonna come up here. And his job is to protect all the girl chickens, all the hens. So that's his job, is to make sure that nothing gets the hens. We got down here, that chicken back there, that gray one, is a barred rock chicken. We call her Betty. Some of the chickens have names. Some of them don't. We got that chicken right there. We call that chicken Dog, because if it's out, it follows you around the yard like a dog does. And there's a one right there, and that chicken is a Rhode Island red chicken. So the rooster's he's keeping an eye on me, making sure that I'm not going to cause any trouble for him or bother the hens. Up here in the top, those pails right there have the chicken feed in them. And then there's a light. We turn that on sometimes at night, gives them some extra heat out here when it gets really cold. This bucket right here, we'll get that down. That has what's called scratch. So this is corn and oats and wheat and stuff. See, they'll come right over and eat it. It's called scratch, and we give that to the chickens here. We take that and we throw that around on the ground, and then they dig it out of this bedding here. Gives them something to do. But you can see they're pretty friendly if you hold it in your hand. They'll come over here and eat it right out of your hand. Some of them are friendlier than others. Some of them won't eat out of your hand like that. So it looks like the sun's starting to go down and it's getting a little dark, so some of the chickens are already getting their spot for bedtime tonight. And there's a window. He likes to make a lot of noise. There's a window so the sun can shine in here. Warms it up when the sun shines in. And then this is the other side. This is how the chickens get into the nest boxes. They come in from this side right here. So that's where they go and lay their eggs. They sit back in there and lay their eggs. So we'll close this back up. Watch that so nothing gets in there and gets them. We'll come around to this side. Here's another pen that we use. Sometimes the chickens don't come in here much this time of year. There's a lot of snow in here and they don't really like the snow. So they stay over there where we keep the snow cleaned out. Open this door up. In here, there's their water right there, and it's in a bowl. And that's a heated bowl, so the water doesn't freeze into ice. So they always have water to drink. We have to make sure they always have water to drink. And then here's another feeder over here. And that's for when it's stormy outside, they can stay inside and eat. I'll show you, this is the food right here. It's a little pellets. We'll come outside so you get some light. So this food right here is they take grain, corn, things like that, and they grind it all up. And then they make it into these pellets right here. And we go to the feed store and we buy the chicken food over there. So we buy most of the food for the chickens we have to buy at this time of year. In the summertime, we let them run around the yard. And they like to eat grass, weeds and bugs. If they find worms, they'll eat all kinds of stuff. So when there's no snow on the ground, they'll come out here. We let them run around the yard, and they like to get out here. So we'll come back around here to see one chicken outside here. There's the Easter egg chicken again. So we'll take these eggs, we'll take them inside. The eggs have to stay warm, and then until it's time to put them in the incubator. So we'll keep coming out here and getting some eggs for a few days, and when we get enough of them, we'll put them in the incubator and we'll leave them in there, and when they hatch out, we'll have more chickens for our pen.